Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. Today we're going to be looking at things I found interesting in the Week 2 game against the Carolina Panthers. These are not all the plays in the game, only the ones where I found something interesting worth pointing out. These plays are in chronological order. These are not highlight plays or X's and O's, more of Jimmy's and Joe's. If you like this kind of analysis and discussion about the Buccaneers, check out our podcast with myself and Molly Bay. There's a lot to get to in this game, so let's do it. All right, started off 14:02 in the first quarter. Tristan Wirfs, number 78, he gets pushed back by 53 Brian Burns, who's pretty damn good. He pushes him back into Tom Brady. Burns gets his arms out and he hits Tom Brady's arm as he's throwing it, causing an errant pass. You can see, there it is right there. Right there. You can see, keep an eye on the ball. It goes a bit wobbly. When I say a bit, I mean end over end. And that's a hard ball to catch. Can't really blame that one on Mike Evans, but we're going to it here. Same play. Watch 76 goes up against 91. They end up tussling. That's Stephen Weatherly. They end up tussling back and back. Marpet comes back, hits 91, and then 76 Donovan Smith takes care of the rest. Boom. Slam. You gotta love that. Oh, slam. One more time. Here we go. Ooh. Get him. Slam. 13:56 in the first quarter. Here's my boy Ryan Smith doing his thing on special teams. I can't believe they've only got one guy on him. You can't stop him with one guy. Now, he doesn't make the tackle here, but just watch these moves. Right here. Zip. He juked that guy out. And the guy fair catches it, so Ryan Smith didn't get a chance to tackle him. Here's the same play. You'll see 48, and I think that's 56. 56 gets a face mask on 48. This is not called. 48 blocks him, pushes him right there. And then you see 56 reach out and grab his face mask and yanks his head. Ooh, that's a nasty one. Then he ends up following him all the way down. He's mad at him for some reason. 56 follows him all the way down. Keeps pushing him. 11:59 in the first quarter. Shaquille Barrett drops back into coverage. JPP drops back into coverage. 54 Levante David and 45 Devin White do a cross dog. And they go straight up the middle. Now, 45, Devin White, he gets to Bridgewater. Gets a good hit on him. Bridgewater is not able to get a full extension on this throw. How he gets this pass off, I'll never know. This is quite impressive. Here it is again. Let's look at this. He just does a flip of the wrist. 45 gets him, hits him. Watch his wrist. That's it. He just flicks it. Looking right there. Just a flick of the wrist. That's quite impressive pass. Should have been intercepted. I don't even know what you would call that kind of pass. It's not a pretty pass, that's for sure. If we would have had anybody out there, that would have been intercepted. .923 in the first quarter. This is a really bad look for Donovan Smith. He gets spun on by 53 Brian Burns, who just works him all day. But Donovan Smith just loses it. He does the skate feet. He's like he's on ice back there. Oh, man. Glad Brady got that ball out of there. 53. Just spins. Look at this. What in the world are you doing, Donovan? Like he's playing on ice. Whoa, look at this. I mean, that is not a good position to be in for a lineman. Alex Kappa gets beat by 78 Woodrow Hamilton. Hamilton goes to the inside and makes the tackle on 27, Ronald Jones. Come on, Kappa. 2:01 in the first quarter. This is a screen pass to Christian McCaffrey. It's 3rd and 13. And Damakong Su reads this perfectly, recognizes that this is going to be a screen, makes a decision here and goes for the tackle. See right there, he's got an open shot on Bridgewater. He could have just gone straight in for him, but he knew he wouldn't have made it. Instead, he sees McCaffrey going out, so he decides to chase him down. Here he comes running. That's a big boy running. That's at full speed. There he is. Watch out, McCaffrey. Oof. That's how you do it. Watch Ali Marpet. This is unusual for him. He just slams 33. That's Trey Boston. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's already been in one tussle in this game, and wham! Oh my goodness. Look at 33. He's got his hands up like, what the mess? Let's do a replay. You could probably make a claim that there's a little bit of holding there, but since they haven't been calling holding lately, screw it. Bam! Love it. 14:28 in the second quarter. Fournette runs out here. He picks up 5 yards. The whole line shifts, but keep an eye on Donovan Smith. I don't know what's going on with him this year. He made such good strides last year, and this year it seems like he's fallen back into the same. He comes out, 15 is locked up with 54. Well, Donovan Smith ends up knocking 15 right off the block. Bam! And then, what's he doing? He just falls right into the ground. Come on, Donovan. $13:53 in the second quarter. I don't know what's going on with our offensive line, but they're getting nasty, and I love it. Here's 66 Ryan Jensen. Keep an eye on him. Comes out, grabs 54. That's Shaq Thompson. See him. And then meet the ground. And I'm going to ride you a little bit. Let's watch this again. I can't get enough of this stuff. I love it when the big boys get chippy. And wham! Boom! Then take some crotch. This is that same play. I want you to pay attention to the tight ends. Now, I've talked about the tight ends and their blocking. We finally have a good blocker in Rob Gronkowski, which 87, he goes against 91 Stephen Weatherly. Just totally takes him out of the picture, pushes him all the way to midfield. Look at this. Takes him all the way over. He's gone, out of the play, non-factor. Now, that's a defensive end he's pushing. Now, look at O.J. Howard, number 80. He goes up against 21 Jeremy Chin, who is a outside linebacker. They fight, but then 21 spins, gets out of it, gets in on the tackle. Just a big difference in the blocking. 11:53 in the second quarter. Here goes Jensen again. He throws this guy down. Just tosses him to the ground. Bam! That's a Bravion Roy, 93. Gets a little taste of the turf. Here we go. He's got him. And then, yeah, boom. Love it. .13 in the second quarter. Now, this is the low efforts that we can't stand to see out of Donovan Smith. This is when Tom Brady has a bad handoff to Ronald Jones, and it's a fumble. Recovered by Carolina. The ball ends up coming out about over there. And Donovan Smith's guy, 78, ends up getting on the ball. He at least lands on top of it. But watch Donovan Smith. He's got him locked up. They're locked up. The ball's going to go that way. And Donovan Smith is locked up. Guy sees it. That's Woodrow Hamilton. And he just pushes Donovan Smith away, sees the ball. Now Donovan Smith can see the ball. They can both see the ball. 78 jumps on it. And Donovan Smith just stands there. You got Tom Brady coming in. Tristan Wirfs coming in. And Donovan Smith is just standing there. I mean, what's he doing? He's got his hands to the side. He's not moving. I don't know, man. That's just low effort. 7:55 in the second quarter. Ndamukong Suh is called for a neutral zone infraction. He does jump off sides, but look at Bridgewater. This is just like last week with Drew Brees. He does a slight move right before the snap. Right there. You see it? He tilts his head down. It's a jerky motion. It's simulating a snap. There it is. And you see Suh jump across right there. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to move like that. It's in the rule book. It's 6:08 in the second quarter. It's 4th and 2. The Panthers do a fake punt. They should not have done this because our starting defensive is out there instead of special teams. There's Levante David, Shaquille Barrett, Ndamukong Suh, Devin White, Vita Vea, and I think that's Nelson. I mean, we had our starting defense out there instead of the special teams. The Panthers should have not done this. We just stuffed them. .123 in the second quarter. Josh Wells is in for Donovan Smith for a play. Apparently, Wells is very confused as to what's going to happen because he lets 53, Brian Burns, just go right past him and get the tackle for a loss. I mean, look, he has no idea. He puts his arms up. He's like, I don't know what's going on. 8:11 in the third quarter. Donovan Smith ends up blocking down that way. These guys are all crashing to the right. However, Donovan Smith doesn't end up blocking anybody. And 91, Stephen Weatherly comes all the way down and tackles Ronald Jones. Now, this is a design play. They do this a lot where they'll let the far defensive end free, but Donovan Smith should have at least chipped a guy or something. I mean, Donovan Smith doesn't touch anybody except for his own player. He hits Ali Marpet in the back. But I mean, watch this. He just comes down full speed down the line, not impeded at all. Just silly. This is 3rd and 15. 11:56 in the third quarter. Donovan Smith gets whooped again by Brian Burns, number 53. Gets him again on the spin move. This is nasty. Donovan, you've got to step up your game. Look at that. If Tom Brady wouldn't have had that ball coming out, Tom Brady would have been dead. .14-20 in the fourth quarter. Again, Nacho gets a neutral zone infraction because Teddy Bridgewater does the little movement before the snap. Little head bob. Watch it. There, right there. You're not allowed to do that. He goes right there. Just jerky motion simulating a snap. That causes people to jump off sides. So that's been 5 times in 2 games that's happened. 12:05 in the 4th quarter. Donovan Smith gets beat again by Brian Burns. 53 for a quarterback hit here. And it's the same thing. It's a spin move again. Zip. Look at that. Come on. Come on, Donovan.